Good day. My name is Brian Smith. I'm going for my master's in mobile gaming design at Sail University, where I'm working on my capstone project, the WWI Flying Circus, where it's an asynchronous plot simultaneous play. I kind of talk about the game in terms of it's like playing chess in the air, but where both white and black move at the same time. So it's a game where you always have to stay one step ahead of your opponent. So with the assignment for the week was to integrate advertisements into into the WWI Flying Circus. And so I'm going to demonstrate that right now. And then immediately following that, I will take you through the code to make that all happen. So just FYI here, I've got another I'm going to be playing a network game. So the game plays over the network. So this is just a crude mock-up of the user interface. Don't worry about the graphics, but just to show you that I'm going to be playing against this opponent here. I'm going to put that right down there. And then I'm going to share my screen. And let's play a game of WWI Flying Circus, shall we? All right, so I'm going to play it over here. And this is using Unity, and I'm just emulating the game in Unity. So this will be one side of the opponent playing against the other side over here, which is on the mobile phone right down here. So here's the game, and I'm going to slide over here to dogfight, and we're going to say contact. So this is going to go into using the Photon Unity network. I've got another video about all the networking business going on here, but I'll search for the enemy. Over here, I'll do the same kind of thing. I'll say dogfight. And I'm going to search for enemy. Now we're both in the same room, and we can dogfight. Okay, so here's Baron von Red. This is Lord Olive on the horizon over here. Sorry for all the other stuff going on here with Unity. But Baron von Red's going to turn to the left, and he's going to do a slow maneuver to get there. And Lord Olive is going to make a fateful mistake. He's going to do an Eileman. And both sides now they have got the turn, so they can play. And there it is, Baron von Red taking a shot at Lord Olive. So Baron von Red's going to throw all caution to the wind, and he's going to dive in to full speed at Lord Olive. And Lord Olive is going to do the same thing, make another fatal mistake with another Eileman. And here's Baron von Red zooming in and shoots down his arch enemy in 2 turns. So here's end of the game, and Baron von Red has the opportunity, not only did he win, but he's also got the opportunity of gaining plus 50 prestige points. And prestige points is how you will move up the leaderboards and the ranking in this game. You'll gain prestige, sure, by shooting down other people. And right now I just have it so that you get 1,000 points for shooting down an enemy aircraft, but you also gain prestige by sometimes letting them go. If it's a pilot that is less skilled than you, by letting them go, they get prestige, and all sorts of different ways of getting prestige. So prestige is let's call it the gem currency of WWI Flying Circus. So Baron von Reds can say, yes, I want to take advantage of these 50 prestige points. Then the advertisement would be shown by Unity, and then we can close that. You can see here Baron von Red. Again, the user interface is pretty messy right now, but it's just a prototype. But Baron von Red here has the prestige points at 1,050 because he watched the video all the way to the end, and Lord Olive lost 1,000 prestige points because, well, he was shot down. So one of the things I want to show you is in Unity here, you can see you get a reward. So this was a message that I was just logging to the console to say, yes, you get a reward because you watched the video all the way through. Well, there's also this interstitial ads. And I just threw these buttons up on the main screen. Again, they're not going to be here in the final version of the game, but you got this ads interstitial. And so here you can skip these ads after like usually about 5 seconds. And you notice here, you don't get a reward is the message, but you can also watch these interstitial ads to completion. And then when you close it, you get the reward. So it'll be another opportunity I can include these kinds of ads in my game as I want. This was the rewards ad that was showing up there. You have no ability to cancel out of it, and so the only thing you do is watch it to the end. If you abort, then I will also get a notification to say you get nothing. But here, if you watch it all the way to the end, as in that was simulating, you get the reward. Okay, so that's basically how it works. And let me show you the code to make that all happen. I'm just going to pull this down a little bit, stop the Unity from running. And let's take a look at the code. So here we are. We're in the code. One of the first things needed to do was to include the Unity advertisements. So I'm using the advertisements as is integrated with Unity. So there's other third-party advertisement providers, but I decided just to go with Unity. It's a good one. It's maybe not the best. Google still has a lot of strength in this area, but it's a good one, and it works for both, as we'll see here. It works for both Apple and Android kind of environment. So it's a good strong one. You have to include this for with the when you're putting up the award ad. You put up the ad, and then you'll get a notification later when it's been successful or not successful. And so you have to monitor that. For this is it adds that kind of listener structure for the code. Then I've just got some constants that I define over here in kind of an ads section. Basically, I've got a unique ID for whether this is an Apple Play or Google Play IDs, and then the different types of advertisements that are available to there. There's a string that you pass into Unity that then identifies, there's some server configuration to identify what kind of value or what kind of the characteristics of the different advertisements given these text strings. It's kind of interesting. Mr. Unity calls it interstitial advertisements, but I'm pretty sure it's interstitial is the with an I there. So I think they misspelled that word, but hey, it's just a character string, so it really doesn't matter what is passed there as long as it's exactly correct. And then this is just saying that this is in test mode. I can change that to false. In fact, I played with it and I got real live advertisements in my game, which is like just incredible, just really cool. But while you're testing, you want to keep that as true, saying that this is test mode. The other thing is I wanted to show you is in the start. I got some ads setup work over here. Basically do some compiler compiler directives and say if it's for iOS, if the destination is iOS, then I want to use that Apple Play ID. And if it is for Android, then we indeed use this Google Play. And sure, we want to add a listener for this advertisement unit, and so that we get the callbacks. And then we have to implement some methods for that. And of course we do that, and I've got that down here. So I just wrote routines here just to keep it really simple for displaying interstitial ads and displaying the reward ads. And I'll have another one eventually for banner ads if I want to do that. And then basically, if it is iOS or Android, if those are the operating systems that we're working on, then we're going to do some advertisements. So we'll show these different kinds of reward videos and the interstitial reward videos. If not, if it's on a Macintosh or Windows, then you get no ads for you. And then basically the callback is right here implemented in this. Did the ads finish? We get kind of some results here that let us know that indeed it finished, or the user skipped it, or there was a problem in delivering the advertisement to the user. But basically here, I just say, hey, let's update the prestige points, and we'll give that current player a positive 50 prestige points. And then we send them back to the action menu, which is the main menu. And then this is where you see that you get the reward kind of message. So, wow, kind of that easy. Took a little work, of course, to get it all set up, but there you go. And that is the tour that I wanted to give you of WWI Flying Circus using the Unity's built-in advertisements. And so it was relatively easy. It took me about a day to get it working, for the first time. And you go like, wow, that's really cool. And then it took me about half a day to integrate it into the game, so that as I was, finishing up with the, so there was one of the planes won, one of the other plane was shot down. Then then I kind of offer up the ad and then keep track of everything. And so it's just a little bit of programming in the game to make that work. So again, good exercise, and definitely will take advantage of this as I publish WWI Flying Circus for the general market. So thank you very much. And if you have any questions, comments, just let me know.